MCM coverage of MHS Sports is proudly presented by Repel Pest Solutions. Repel Pest Solutions is a full-service pest control company protecting residential and commercial properties from nuisance pests that carry germs and diseases. They are a small, family-run business from Marshfield, licensed, insured, competitively priced. We work to understand your needs and offer an integrated pest solution that's environmentally friendly. Don't be afraid to bug us. Moi Health and Wellness. Moi Health and Wellness is owned and operated by nurse practitioner Christine Murphy. We are an integrative wellness center offering medical weight loss, men's testosterone therapy, functional medicine consults and labs, vitamin therapy, Advadex laser skin resurfacing, Botox and dye sport, teeth whitening, and so much more. Moi Health and Wellness has 3 locations in Lakeville, Marshfield, and Plymouth. Road to Responsibility. Founded in 1988, Road to Responsibility's mission is to provide the means, the opportunity, and the support necessary to allow citizens with disabilities to take their place as productive members of the community. We are committed to providing all individuals with opportunities to truly live in the community. Through our services, we are proud to enrich and improve the lives of every individual, one person at a time.
And Biviano General Contracting. Biviano General Contracting is Marshfield's leading custom modular house builder. Modular house building saves time and money. Only 8 to 12 weeks for the entire build and saves up to 25% compared to traditional building. We also offer custom deck building, kitchen and bathroom remodels, additions, and house elevations. More information can be found at bivianocontracting.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Marshfield High School. I'm joined here today with Owen McCall on color commentary and Sam Horton on the camera. Owen, last game we saw Marshfield get a serious blowout against the Hingham Harbormen, but tonight, not only are they playing a tough Silver Lake team, there's a little more at stake here tonight.
Absolutely. I think with a big blowout, momentum going into a game like this, with this magnitude of Coach Fish sitting at 699 wins.
1 win away from that very precious 700th win.
1 win away. They've had 600. They never had 700. So this is a historic night for the Marshfield basketball program, and I think that's going to fuel the guys a little bit more than usual.
I was told earlier that Coach Fish achieved win number 500 and 600 in this gymnasium. Now it's time to see if he can get number 700 done tonight. As the opening tip's about to go up, Silver Lake wins it. That is Oliver Curry, a freshman, starting here on varsity, so good for him.
Absolutely.
Now we're going to have Cormac Orman to go, but Jake Brilliant steals it, and Dan Patton's on the floor. There's bodies flying everywhere. Now Brady Loria hits the deck, gets it out to Matt Elwood. Elwood sends it over to Feldman. Feldman thinks about the pass. Now he drives to his left, gets blocked by Curley. Now Logan Harrington's going to bring up the port. Tries to get it to Sullivan. Now he does. Over to Curley. Curley puts up the layup. Layup's good for Curley. Silver Lake strikes first. Patton gets it into Elwood. Silver Lake in a press. Silver Lake last season wasn't a big press team, but now it's a whole new energy here. They're winning games. They got the winning environment.
Exactly. Some extra fuel right there for Silver Lake, and coming out early with some getting the hand in the cookie jar for Marshfield.
There goes Brilliant, puts up the floater, hits the deck, shot's no good. Curley gets the rebound.
High percentage take right there.
Now ball's going to come over here to Cormac Dormandy. Back over to number 33. That's Dormandy. Jake Lofstrom. And now Logan Harrington's going to take the ball top of the key with Brilliant on him. Brilliant playing that smothering defense. Loria gets his hand in the cookie jar, takes that. Brady Loria's going to go to the cup. Might have gotten away with the travel there, but that's 2 points for Brady Loria.
Good take for Brady Loria. He's taking it the floor's length.
Might have gotten away with a little travel there, but
could have, but we didn't see it.
I didn't see it. I don't know what we're talking about.
Yep.
Now Dormandy's going to walk the ball up the floor, has Patton on him. Sends it over to Liam Sullivan on the right wing. Has Elwood on him. Sullivan looking for a move. Now he goes left, gets into the paint. Swings it to the corner to Harrington. Patton on him. Now Brilliant switches back on. Elwood gets his hands in there. Gets the steal. Now Elwood going to try to push the pace. Now he calls it back.
Back off.
Going to let his offense set up. Swings it over to Patton. Patton getting into the middle. Draws the foul. I believe foul's going to be on Logan Harrington. So that's going to be Silver Lake's first foul of the game. First one for Harrington. Foul's going to be on the floor.
Give it a couple minutes, and Silver Lake won't be able to keep up.
So Marshfield's going to take it out underneath. Jake Brilliant going to take it out. Now Elwood's going to get it in the corner over to Loria, over to Patton. Silver Lake looking like they're in a 2-3 zone. Patton gets the ball fake, but doesn't take the shot. Feldman back out to Patton. Now Patton fires.
The
Splash!
Feldman to Patton connection.
And Patton from downtown.
It's incredible.
Dan Patton feeling that confidence.
Day in and day out, it's incredible.
If the first shot of the game goes in for you, you know you're going to have a good night. Now Patton's going to get it back on the defensive end, guarding Dormandy. Patton loses his man for a minute, but gets back. Feldman going to be here, guarding Lofstrom. Feldman
good defense.
Great job of not fouling, forces a bad shot.
Keeping the hands up.
Ball's flying. Now Brilliant hasn't. Brilliant's going to go into the middle. Might have 2 defenders on him. Swings it over to Patton. Patton drives on Harrington. Patton gets to the rim.
Good take by Patton.
And finishes over the Giant at the rim. It's going to cause a Silver Lake timeout.
Starting off hot.
Marshfield's loving it. Marshfield off to a 7-2 start. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after this word from our sponsor. Let's fucking go.
MCM coverage of MHS Sports is proudly presented by Repel Pest Solutions, Moi Health and Wellness, Road to Responsibility,
and Biviano General Contracting.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here at Marshfield High School. Owen, Marshfield got out to a nice little 7-2 start right there in the first 3 minutes of the game. How can they keep that up?
I think they just got to keep moving their feet, keep moving their hands also. Steals were huge first couple minutes of the game.
I think I counted 5 already to
Steals
start
were
the game.
huge. Matt Elwood and Noah Feldman getting their hands in the cookie jar. I love that
Kids
saying.
know how to play defense.
They sure do. And of course, Jabril just looking so effortless
Jabril
out
just
there.
being a menace. Now Patton's going to take Harrington. Harrington, I believe this is his 4th straight year being a member of the varsity team for Silver Lake, so shout out to him.
Yeah.
3. Oh. Okay.
Wait. Oh, for Silver Lake?
Yeah, for Silver
I
Lake.
thought you were talking about Dan Patton.
Nah. Shots up from the corner by Sullivan, no good. Brady Loria tips it. Now Feldman's going to take the rebound. Feldman going to push the pace up the floor. Swings it back to the left side to Elwood. Elwood puts the ball down, swings it. Patton jumping up like a receiver out there to catch that one. Patton thinking about it, gets it to Brilliant. Brilliant fires
From beyond the arc, baby.
That one's a little short. And obviously Curley comes down with the rebound. It's going to be tough to get over. Brady Loria gets his hand in there. And that's what inexperience does to a man. But Brady Loria can't finish the layup.
He's a defensive beast.
Now it's going to go into Dormandy. Dormandy attacks, but loses it in the air.
Goodness.
And Harrington misses the layup.
Goodness.
But he gets it back and makes the second time.
Harrington's all riled up.
Now Brilliant going to walk it down the floor. Has Curley on him. Brilliant trying to get past the big man.
They
Gets
got a
him
double.
up in the air, sends it out to Elwood. Elwood on the wing, now gives it back to Brilliant. They want Brilliant to expose the mismatch.
Foul.
Brilliant goes up, gets blocked. I think he wanted a foul there, didn't get it. Might have got hit in the face a little, looks a little shooken up.
Could have.
Now Dormandy's
like
going
he
to get
can't
past
see.
Elwood into the paint with Feldman on him now. Elwood almost gets another steal. Here comes Lofstrom. Sends it over to the corner to Sullivan. Back out Lofstrom. Sends it over to Harrington to get the offense back. Now Dormandy's going to take it back on the wing with Feldman on him. Sends it in the paint to Lofstrom. Lofstrom puts it up at the left.
That's a height
Just no
mismatch
good.
right there,
Rolls
but-
around the rim and out.
Oh.
That one's going to be last touch by Jake Brilliant. It's going to stay Silver Lake ball. Now we
Subs.
have 4 new faces in for Silver Lake, so I'm going to try and get these names off as quick as possible. We have number
We got
15,
a
Ethan
big student section behind him tonight, boys.
Got 15, Ethan Borgensen checking in. 23, Cam Carroll. Number 5, Bo Belizaire. I think that's how you say it.
Could be. Names are
And
hard.
number 14, JD Carrazas.
I give you
So
props right there for
This
that
is going
name
to be
pronunciation.
Borgensen driving. Turns it over. Now Patton's going to push it up the floor. Patton's got 2 people behind, doesn't see it, and
Stripped.
Patton loses the ball and hits the deck at the same time. Now he's going to send it up there to
Euro.
Belizaire.
That's
Nice
a great
little
move
layup
in the
by
paint right there.
Belzer. The student section didn't like something they saw right there. Now Elwood's going to walk it down the floor with Carrazas on him. Gets to his spot, does his little spin. Shot doesn't fall that time. Rebound collected by Carroll.
Ooh.
Now
Elwood just got
Dormandy
negged.
like puts the ball between someone's legs or something.
Elwood just got
Sends it over to
negged.
the corner.
Hell
to
no.
Borgensen. Shot gets blocked.
Not in my house.
Wow, Brady Loria, kid never gives up on a play. Now Patton gets his man in the air. Ooh! Gets rejected, but they're going to call the foul there on Carroll. So Dan Patton's going to shoot 2. That one from our angle. Did you think that was a foul call? Looked very close.
I heard a lot of noise.
I did hear some
I heard a lot of noise, but Carroll wanted to repeat what happened on the other end of the floor, so I don't blame him.
Shout out to this guy that just got the ball. He threw it in over his head without looking. That was pretty cool.
Impressive.
Gotta love when the fans provide some entertainment.
Yes.
And dude, just as we thought, there's a lot more people than usual in this gymnasium.
This is the
tonight.
most people I've seen.
They want to watch history. I don't blame them. Now we're gonna have Drew Fortin and Luke Richardson check into the game.
My favorite thing about Coach Fish is that he's a coach, but you always feel like he's in the game.
Yeah, pretty much. That guy stands pretty far on the court.
He does.
Now we got Richardson and Fortin into the game. Now Dormandy's gonna bring the ball up, has Patton on him. Dan Patton now sends it over to Carrazas. Now sends it over to Carroll. Carroll's got Richardson on him. Now sends it over to Belzer. Back over to Dormandy. Dormandy trying to get something open. Now he sends it over to Borgensen. Borgensen goes downhill, sends it over to Carroll. Richardson chops his feet. Carroll gets the ball up. Shot's no good. Ball goes out of bounds. It's going to stay here with Silver Lake. Now Tucker Collins is going to check into the game, taking out Dan Patton. Shout out Tucker Collins.
I heard from Drew Fortin that he was nothing but ready to guard Curley tonight, despite the height disadvantage. So our bigs are ready to go against the bigs of Silver Lake, which is good to hear.
Gotta love the competitive fire from Drew Fortin.
You do.
Now Brilliant's gonna take on Dormandy. Now he's gonna pick up his dribble, sends it over. That's gonna be a turnover. Great defense from Luke Richardson.
Turnover forced by the best shot
Belzer
blocker in New England. I'm telling you right now.
Kid's got just amazing defensive instincts.
He does. He's great.
Elwood's gonna walk it up with Dormandy on him. Dormandy tries to reach his hand in, doesn't get lucky. Over to Brilliant. Brilliant drives into that zone, sends it out to Richardson. Richardson ball fake, sends it over to Collins. Collins for three. Ooh, just right. Dormandy's going to collect that one. Now he's walking the ball up the floor, not trying to push the pace. Sends it over here to Borgensen with Collins all over him.
Marshall's playing some tight defense.
Now back over to Dormandy. Collins blitzes that one. Now Collins hits the deck. Sends it back over to Borgensen. Borgensen tries to wrap. Now he gets by to his right. Now Borgensen hits the deck.
Collins.
Now Belzer's going to drive in and get a layup.
That's a great jump step right there.
Very wild sequence of events so far. A lot of bodies have hit the ground. Now Elwood's going to try and go get one back because Silver Lake's made this a one-point game. Corner, Luke Richardson, ball fakes, gets inside, tries to get it into Brilliant in the middle, but fails. Ball gets tipped. Now Silver Lake's going to collect. Here's Dormandy. Dormandy trying to set something up, sends it over to Borgensen. Now sends it back over to Dormandy. Dormandy has Richardson on him, the big man, so he might be able to use this as a mismatch. Gets into the paint, draws the foul. Foul, I think, is going to be on Drew Fortin, so it's going to stay on the floor.
Fortin came over to try to help. Right idea, wrong execution. It's okay, we move on.
I think this is going to be an on-the-floor foul, so they're going to take it out from underneath instead of free throws, which always a good sign. As Harrington's coming back into the game now, replacing Dormandy. From the collapse I'm hearing, I think we got a lot of Silver Lake fans in the building, too.
There's a couple fans over there. I can see
now Carrazas is going to drive to his left.
Whoa.
Wow, he almost made that, actually.
The fact that shot almost fell.
Not even that he only got the ball in the air. That almost went in.
It almost fell.
Unbelievable. That one's going to be on the floor as well, so we're still not going to see Silver Lake at the free throw line yet. I don't think we've seen a free throw yet, period. Oh, no, we have.
Dan Patton.
We did. Dan Patton got his stride at the line. Now Brilliant on Harrington. That's the matchup I think everybody wants to see. Two varsity superstars going at it. Not much
offensive and defensive masterclasses from both.
Yes, sir. Now Richardson's going to have Borgensen on him. Fortin's going to switch onto that.
Good hands by Fortin.
His hands in there, making him pick the ball up.
Nothing.
I watched the pivot foot. Somehow gets it, but Richardson
best shot blocker in New England.
Great hands by Luke Richardson right there to get the block. That's what the kid does.
Do not go up for a shot in the paint on Luke Richardson, please. I beg you.
If you jump with him, I can promise you one thing. You're going to get a missed shot added to your stat line.
Yeah, he sure will.
Sends it over.
Get sent to the stratosphere.
Shots off by Belzer. Collins gets the rebound. Now Collins loses the handle. Turns it over. Now Belzer's going to get back. But Fortin says,
right back
give me that.
Silver Lake.
Fortin said, I'm the better number
Repel
5.
loses
now
the handle.
Brilliant loses the ball. No one can hold on to the ball today. Don't know what's going on here. Now Harrington tries to slow it down. Going to show Brilliant right at half court. Silver Lake looking to set up a play here. Brilliant just trying to get him to pick the ball up.
Look at this. Look at this.
Oh, and Brilliant hits the deck, but gets him to pick it up, and Collins gets his hand in there. Now Brilliant's wide open, going to get his. Nice layup for Jake Brilliant with 10 seconds to go.
Nonchalant cherry pick.
Silver Lake's going to try and get another shot, but they're going to call Brilliant for the foul right there. I believe that's going to be Brilliant's first. That stops the clock and gives Silver Lake 4.7 seconds to run something here. Maybe get some Peyton Pritchard magic. Who knows?
Oh, I'd love to see it.
Oh, looks like they're gonna have to go the full length of the court here, so it's gonna be tough.
Peyton Pritchard, my mom's favorite player. She's watching. Shout out, Mom.
Shout out Owen McCall's mom. Now Harrington's gonna try, and he travels, so that's not gonna count, as he misses a little right. Now Marshfield's gonna get it with 1.5 seconds left side, beyond half court. So now we really could see a Peyton Pritchard shot from the guy you call Peyton Pritchard, Mr. Tucker Collins.
Mr. Tucker Collins, give him the ball.
I would trust Tucker Collins when the shot clock's
I
low.
would too. I mean, Jabril's on the floor, so you know who you're immediately thinking.
Looks like they're going to try and go to Elwood. Elwood turns, puts it up at the buzzer. Shots off. Good look. Didn't quite fall.
Low scoring.
Your score after the first quarter is going to be 11 Marshfield, 8 Silver Lake. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after this word from our sponsor.
MCM coverage of MHS Sports is proudly presented by Repel Pest Solutions, Moi Health and Wellness, Road to Responsibility,
and Biviano General Contracting.
Back to the Robert E. Keuther Gymnasium. We got a nail-biter here after one quarter, 11 Marshfield, 8 Silver Lake. Owen, what'd you like from both teams in that first quarter?
I like the intensity. I mean, that was so much was going on. Turnovers, losing the ball, people hitting the deck. So, I mean, it was chaotic, and I'd like to clean it up on the Marshfield side of the ball, but the way we were keeping Silver Lake on their toes, I liked a lot.
For sure. Now Elwood's going to try and get this second quarter started in the right way over to Feldman. Feldman finds Patton well.
Good cut.
Patton
Kick out
take
to
the layup.
Loria.
Sends the Loria for 3.
A little strong.
Little strong on that one. Kid's been hitting the weight room a little too much
He's
lately.
been eating his Wheaties, as I like to say.
It's a good problem to have. Now Belzer's going to get Elwood on him. Fakes left, goes right, gets into the paint, shots up, shots no good. Gets fouled. And student section still letting him hear it.
Ref was a little worried there.
I think right now the best defender that we have on the floor might be Mr. Battis.
I think so, too. I mean, he's keeping collisions out of play here. Guarding the student section.
Now, one of the students appears to be on the ground barking like a dog. I don't know what's going on there. Belzer's first shot is no good, so it worked.
It worked.
I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, I
Nope.
guess. First free throw for Belzer is no good. Now we're going to see what he can do on the second one
His
here.
buddy has him on a leash.
Second shot's up. Second shot's no good either. So the dog barking might be the key to missing free throws. Who knows?
The dog taunt gets to him.
Now Elwood's going to try and get something going here. Runs over, gives it to Feldman. Feldman sends it back to Elwood. Elwood goes baseline on the big man. Over to Loria. Loria loses him on the ball fake. Now back to Elwood. Those are some tall hands to shoot over, so I don't blame Elwood for faking that one. Now Feldman's going to go to his right. Now goes back to his left. Gets into the paint. Over to Patton. Patton fakes. Patton puts up the mid-range. Shot's good for Dan Patton.
That.
This kid
Easy.
Patton, this kid's just a hooper.
Easy.
He knows how to score. Now Sullivan's going to bring the ball up the floor. Sends it over to Lostrom. Patton skates a little bit, but gets back on his feet. Brady Loria stepped in a little late there. I thought Brady Loria would have stepped in a little earlier.
WWE style.
Brady Loria coming off a game with 3 charges. I would have thought he would have stepped in sooner. Now Lostrom's going to get the ball back. He's going to take it up the floor. Looking for Sullivan. Now Sullivan has it. Now Marshfield's having a defensive miscommunication. Over to Curley. Curley puts up the mid-range.
Wide open.
Little strong. Sullivan gets the rebound. To Lostrom. Lostrom for 3. That one's good.
Patton got caught in the help and just couldn't get back in time.
Jake Lostrom gets himself in the scoring column. Now Matt Elwood going to bring it up the floor. Now only up by 2. Down to Brady Loria on the baseline. Oh, but Brady Loria just a little strong on the layup. Misses that one too. Great look from Dan Patton.
Did you know that's Dan Patton's 3rd no-look pass this season?
Wow. Now Sullivan pulls this one. That one's good. And Sullivan puts the quiver in his back pocket after making that one. He's fired up and ready to go. Now Elwood's looking for a screen. Has the big man on him. Over to Patton. Patton ball fakes on Sullivan. Now Patton gets into the paint. Patton puts up the layup. Shot's a little short. Patton gets it back.
Rebound.
Gets blocked by Carrazas. Now the ball's flying everywhere, but it's going to stay with Marshfield. Dude, this is just a lot of wild sequences of the ball like hitting like 20 people. Dude, I think we might get to touch the ball at some point. That would be crazy.
I might get to take a deep three. You never know.
And now the call looks like it's been overturned. It's going to be Silver Lake ball instead of Marshfield. From our view, it looked like it was going to be Silver Lake's ball, so I was a little surprised by that. Now Sullivan's going to take this one up the floor. Elwood on him. And Feldman trying to get his hands in there to get the steal. Silver Lake up by 1. And we saw that from a mile away. Carrazas gets called for the travel on that one. Great defense from Biviano.
He's walking back to Silver Lake.
Now Will Devine checking into the game for the first time. Brilliant gets this one into Patton. Patton's got Sullivan on him. Patton, I believe, is the leading scorer for Marshfield right now, so you might want to keep the ball in his hands. Tries to go over to Brilliant. Walshram's all over that, denying the handoff. Elwood has big man Curley on him. Now Elwood takes a fadeaway mid-range.
Spinning fadeaway mid-range.
Not sure if that's the shot you want to go for there with 5 minutes left in the quarter, but
down 1.
I don't blame him because the kid can hit him. Now Walshram's going to retreat. Has Brilliant on him. Hands it off to Sullivan. Sullivan thought about the 3, fakes it. Now gives it to Curley. Devine all over Curley, playing tenacious defense. Great defense from Will Devine.
Great defense, Will Devine.
Now Elwood gets the board to Brilliant, over to Patton. Patton's going to take this. And that's going to be a blocking foul on Lostrom. Lostrom a little slow to get up. He might be injured. He's getting back up on his
collisions here, Tyler. Collisions.
This is absolutely insane. There's like knees banging so much.
Bang, boom,
pow. Now, Dormandy and Harrington are going to come back into the game, replacing Lostrom and Carrazas. Lostrom looks a little shaken up there on the bench. We hope he's okay, because that's a starter for Silver Lake. You don't want him to go down. Elwood pulls a 3. Little strong on that one, but Brilliant collects the rebound. Silver Lake's playing a very tight 2-3 zone right now. It looks like they're shutting off everything. Patton fakes over to Feldman. Feldman thought about the 3, doesn't take it. Feldman's able to draw the foul. And Elwood makes that one after the whistle. Goes off. So shot's not going to count. Huh?
It's always the ones after the whistle.
Always the ones after the whistle. With a guy like Curley, you might have to put more arc on it because he might block you.
I mean, yeah, look at
Feldman
that.
just sneaks between the gap and gets the layup with the left hand. Now Dormandy's going to bring this one back up.
Giant Slayer 2K badge on Noah Feldman.
Dormandy, the main point guard, finally back into the game for Silver Lake. Hits Sullivan on the right wing. Sullivan's going to get a screen from Curley. Does not use it. Back over to, that is Belzer. Over to Harrington. Harrington pulls the 3, no hesitation. That one's a little strong. Devine comes down with the rebound. Devine throws it off his legs. Interesting tactic.
Never seen something like that.
Now Elwood's gonna get trapped in the corner, and they're gonna call a jump ball. Looked like Elwood wanted a foul there because it did look like he was getting hit. And Elwood's gonna let the ref know. Shout out Matt Elwood for not taking anything from the ref.
Yep.
Always got to stand your ground.
Oh, you know, be polite so you don't get attacked, but you know.
Always be friendly to the refs.
You can voice your opinion.
And I think it's going to be Is it Marshfield ball or is it going to be
Silver Lake ball?
Silver Lake ball. Okay, so Marshfield's going to get next jump ball.
Yeah.
So now Belzer looking, sends it into Harrington.
Get it out of Harrington's hands.
Harrington is the guy you would want to shoot if you are Silver Lake. Now sends this one over to, that is Borgensen, another senior captain. Into the paint, sends it over to Belzer. Belzer, spin move on Feldman, gets to the cup and gets fouled again. So right now, Belzer's looking like the guy you need to stop if you're Marshfield, because he's been getting to the rim every time, and now they're getting fouled.
Words with Feldman right now. They're having a nice one-on-one chat about that foul.
Noah Feldman's going to have a little mental reset right now because that looked a little too easy for Belzer. And now we have a flopping fish in the student section.
Right on the
and
elbow.
that one worked also.
He's 3 for 3 on distracting the free throw shooter.
This kid's an amazing actor. I think we need to get him in Hollywood. So that's 3 straight misses for Silver Lake. And the fish is not back in the ocean. But it doesn't matter. He missed again.
4 missed free throws.
But Marshfield fails to box out, but Patton gets his hands in there. Feldman's in there. Over to Patton. Patton better watch it. But Patton gets the layup.
Buckets.
Shout out to Dormandy for almost chasing him down, but almost does not count in any book. At least none of the books I've read. Now Feldman hit the deck. There's still bodies flying everywhere. Shots up by Borgensen. Shots no good. Now Devine's going to push the ball up the floor. Devine retreats, gets it over to Brilliant. Brilliant's going to get into the paint looking for someone. Hits Devine. Devine pulls the mid-range. Splash! Good bucket from Will Devine.
One of the longer mid-range shots
to bring
I've
Marshfield's lead to 3. Now Dormandy's going to walk this one up the court to try to get Marshfield back into it, to try to get Silver Lake back into it, excuse me. And I don't know if you can hear that, but that's Silver Lake's shooting at the free throw line right now.
0 for 4.
Now Harrington's going to get the screen from the big man. Devine challenges that.
Was an incredible
Shots
contest.
off. Now Brilliant's going to go. Brilliant looking up the floor.
One-handed
Gets
pass
it into
looking like
Feldman.
Tom Brady.
Subs in and one!
Oh, Bella's there!
Wow. We got people chest bumping each other on other teams. Looks like a tech's about to get drawn out. Technical foul on Will Devine.
No.
I don't know.
Are you serious?
I don't know what happened right there.
Belazaire.
From up here, it looked like Belazaire started that, but the ref's going to give Devine a technical.
Belazaire on both sides of the floor has been going head-to-head with Feldman. And what I saw was Feldman was on the ground after the and one, and Devine came to help him up, but Belazaire didn't let him help him up, so that ended in Devine saying something, and then there's the tech.
If I had to guess, my gut would say Belazaire said something. So I think Feldman's and one's going to count. So Feldman's going to get his and one. Shot's good for Noah Feldman.
Ball don't lie.
Brings the lead up to 8. So now, ref's got to decide what to do. Devine looks still very confused. I think the technical's going to stand for Will Devine. So now Curley's going to be at the free throw line to shoot the technical. Now Alex Mullen is going to get onto the scene and hit the worm. Thoughts up for Curley. That one's good. So Silver Lake finally makes a free throw.
They're 1 for 5. Can the student section get him again?
Very loud building.
Oh!
Barely dances in. Got a little Kawhi bounce on that one for Curley. So now Devine's going to be taken out of the game. Drew Fortin's going to replace him. That's Devine's second technical in 2 games. So you might want to watch out there. I don't know what the rules are
something
for
to keep an eye on.
And how
Definitely
that will work.
something to keep an eye on right there.
Now Silver Lake does their break, gets the ball into Dormandy with Patton on him. Dormandy gets Patton on his back. Patton thinks he reached. Now sends it over to Coco Moda. That's Moda's first minutes of the game. First shot of the game is good for Moda also. Now Brilliant's going to walk down the floor. Hands it off to Patton. Patton sends it into Hessian. Brody Hessian's first time checking in for tonight. Sends it up to Brilliant, top of the key. Ooh. Brilliant's going to go past Dormandy with the left hand.
Nice move. Lefty finish.
Right
Stare
there,
at that left hand.
His way into the lane. Now Harrington's going to come down, retreat, and has Feldman on him. Finds
wide open.
Wide open Aiden McClever for a 3. Now Fish calls a timeout. He looks visibly frustrated.
It's a chippy game.
After Marshfield's let up back-to-back wide open 3s. So your score is going to be 24-22 Marshfield. We'll be right back after this word from our sponsor.
MCM coverage of MHS Sports is proudly presented by Repel Pest Solutions, Moi Health and Wellness, Road to Responsibility,
and Biviano General Contracting.
And welcome back to Marshfield High School in the Robert E. Keuther Junior Gymnasium. I'm Tyler Pinheiro here with Owen McCall. Oh, Marshfield looked like they were about to start running away with this, but then Silver Lake said, hold on, not so fast. What'd you like seeing there from Silver Lake to get them back in the game?
I mean, they were throwing bodies in the paint. They were getting shots up. They were getting wide open looks from defensive miscues on Marshfield. And It's been a hectic first half. Absolutely hectic first half. Jamison Bongelotti's in the game, by the way.
These are Jamison Bongelotti's first minutes of the entire season, as Nolan Holmes enters the game as well, and Luke Richardson, keeping Matt L. Oh, I believe Matt L was the only one they kept out on the floor. Silver Lake's going to get a foul call there. I think the foul is going to be on Harrington. That'll be his second.
More underclassmen lineup out here right now.
Looks like Fish was just really upset with what he was seeing from the line out there, so he had to just try something new.
Yep.
So now Bongelotti's going to look to get it in. Elwood goes right past Harrington. Richardson tries to tip it. Kokomoto's going to get the rebound and throws it right out of bounds, trying to look for Dormandy. Not so much, put a little too much mustard on that one.
Yeah, too much dip on your chip right there.
Yeah, you never want to dip too much. That's how you get kicked out.
Nope. Your chip will get soggy.
Now Tucker Collins is going to come into the game for Jamison Bongelotti. So it was a good 10 seconds for Bongelotti, so shout out to him.
It's cut now.
McCall's having a little mic technical difficulty, so he'll be right back in a few minutes as he figures that out. He'll just have me for now, so Elwood's going to bring the ball up the court with Dormandy on him. Elwood's going to get into the paint, kicks it out to Collins. Collins, no hesitation, puts up the three, gets fouled.
I'm back. I know you missed me. I'm back.
Now Owen McCall has come back after Tucker Collins gets fouled on the three. Tucker Collins hit the deck pretty hard right there, but he got right up like a champ.
Oh, yeah, that's 3 free throws for Tucker Collins. Peyton Pritchard, my guy.
Shout out Tucker.
Shout out Tucker.
So that foul right there is going to be on Kokomoto, I think. I don't know what's going on here.
Number 1 said something.
So ref's going to come back over to the stores table.
It blew Tucker Collins away. Tucker Collins seen a ghost when he heard it. I don't know what he said. There's confusion on the floor right now.
There's a lot of confusion on the floor. I have no idea what's going on here.
Refs are making signals. It's crazy. Jabril's about to check in.
So Brilliant's going to come in after the second shot because he's shooting 3 here. I'm not sure what just happened right there. I think they were trying to call that it was number 21 on the foul instead of giving the foul to somebody else.
Yeah.
So Collins going to put the first shot up. That one's going to roll right out.
Rattlesnake.
After a second. And now Jake Brilliant's going to come in for Nolan Holmes. I think Jake Brilliant just came in a shot early. Because if you foul on a 3, I think you let him take 2 shots and then you come in. Now Drew Fortin's getting ready to go back in as well. And Tucker Collins misses all of them.
They only gave him 2 free throws.
I don't know. It did not look like his foot was on the line. Now Brady Loria is going to get called for a foul. And that's going to be Marshfield's 4th. So it's next shot, Silver Lake will be at the free throw line. And Marshfield is in the bonus, so next Silver Lake foul, they'll be at the line. Now Silver Lake's going to take their time to get the ball in. Get it into Dormandy. Dormandy going to try and set something up. Try to get Curley in the post. Now Tucker Collins reaches his hand there and draws the jump ball. That's going to be a turnover, I believe. Marshfield's going to take over. Great heads-up play there from Tucker Collins. Now Brilliant's going to take it out with Moda all over him. I believe Moda has to back up. I think he's too close to the line. Now Elwood's going to get it. Everyone's going to clear out. Elwood's going to take this up one-on-one against Dormandy. And Elwood falls right into the trap, but he recovers. Now Elwood sends it over to Feldman. Feldman's going to dance, drive in, sends it out to Fortin in the corner. Fortin for 3. That one's good.
Green.
Drew Fortin not from downtown.
Rattles one home.
Drew Fortin brings the lead back up to 5 with under a minute to go.
Confident shot right there by Drew Fortin.
Now Dormandy's going to try and go on Elwood. Not working here. Now he's going to bring back, send it over to McClever, and they're going to call Brady Loria for another foul, and I think that's going to send McClever to the line. That being the fifth of the quarter for Marshfield. And yes, that's Aiden McClever, number 11. He's going to have 2 shots. We've
got a bench press taunt going on over here.
A bench press, wow. He has a lot of spotters, too. He must have a lot of weight on the bar.
The fan section.
I reckon he's got, what, 405? He's struggling. I think he failed the set right there. I think he's going to try again, though. So first shot from McClever is good.
I'm really intrigued to see what they come up with next. It's been fun. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, it's been fun. I think my personal favorite was the fish, but the dog was pretty good, too.
The dog was pretty good.
Now there's a lot of dogs. McClever's got quite a long routine. He's looking like Giannis out here. But hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. He hits them both. Back down to a 3-point, only down by 3 now for Silver Lake. Now Brilliant's going to get into the middle, send it into
pass.
Fortin gets him in the air.
Quick
and
5
Fortin
points
with
for
a ridiculous finish gets the lead back up to 5 for Marshfield. Now
Quick
shot
5.
clock's going to be turned off. We're under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Over to Curley.
A quick
Curley
5 for
sends
number
it
5.
up to Harrington. Now Harrington's going to walk into the paint, does a spin move into nobody, out to McClever. McClever's going to fake. And Jake Brilliant is going to take the charge.
No, thank you.
Jake Brilliant read McClever like a book right there. And that book was probably only 2 pages long.
Oh my gosh. McClever was in the air for it felt like forever, and Jabril was just sitting there waiting, looking at him. He's like, I know you're going to hit me. I'm getting this charge.
Couldn't have said it better myself. I was trying to think of a rhyme right there because I mentioned a book and I just couldn't, so my apologies on that. So now Marshfield's going to bring this one up. We're just under 10 seconds now to play in the first half. Brilliant's going to ISO Dormandy. We're going to see what he's going to do here. Brilliant's going to try and get to his spot, steps it back, now puts it up at the buzzer. Oh, shot's just a little left.
Almost fell.
So at the end of the first half, Marshfield is going to lead Silver Lake 29-24. Don't go anywhere. It's going to be an exciting second half for Coach Fisher to hopefully get that precious 700th win of his coaching career. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after this word from our sponsor.
MCM coverage of MHS Sports is proudly presented by Repel Pest Solutions, Moi Health and Wellness, Road to Responsibility,
and Biviano General Contracting.
People in the community tell us all the time, Marshfield Community Media is a hidden gem. While we love hearing that we're a gem, we don't love hearing that we're hidden. So let's talk about what we can offer you and this wonderful community. One of the biggest things we offer is training. We can train you on various forms of media such as camera work, podcasting, editing, and so much more. The only thing we require is that you're a member of our studio, which for Marshfield residents is just $30 a year. And with that membership, you not only get access to training, but our entire arsenal of state-of-the-art equipment. We'll help you create the content you've been dreaming about. In addition to this, we also offer production services. Do you have a small business and want to film some promotions for your website or social media? We've got you covered. We've worked with businesses all over the South Shore to produce high-quality promotional material at an affordable rate. You probably already know this, but in case you don't, we provide high-quality coverage of important community events. This includes MHS Varsity Sports, municipal government meetings, important local news, and many other special community events and ceremonies. So if you'd like to know more about us, you can check out our website at marshfieldcommunitymedia.com or give us a call at 781-837-4384. Thank you. Over the past 15 years, MCM has supported the Marshfield community through its mission in connecting the community. As successful as MCM has been, there is a significant challenge facing MCM that will dramatically impact the Marshfield community. Just like almost all community media centers, over 90% of MCM's funding comes from Comcast and Verizon's cable licenses with the town of Marshfield. MCM receives a small percentage of that cable revenue. With technology changing and people changing the way that they consume media, many people have decided to abandon cable television for streaming platforms. 2021 to 2022 saw the greatest one-year decline in cable subscriptions in Massachusetts at 10%. Marshfield isn't immune to this, and over the next several years, we expect to see at least a 20% decrease in our funding due to the decline in cable subscribers in Marshfield. It means saying goodbye to members of the MCM staff, not making important upgrades that make MCM the state-of-the-art studio it is, and a significant reduction in support to valuable community institutions. But most importantly, what does this mean for you? It means saying goodbye to open and transparent government coverage, not being able to see important Marshfield school events like graduation and sports, as well as important community news and information shared by MCM. Please don't let this important community institution wither and die. Please contact us or visit our website to find out more about how you can support Marshfield Community Media. MCM coverage of MHS Sports is proudly presented by Repel Pest Solutions. Repel Pest Solutions is a full-service pest control company protecting residential and commercial properties from nuisance pests that carry germs and diseases. They are a small, family-run business from Marshfield, licensed, insured, competitively priced. We work to understand your needs and offer an integrated pest solution that's environmentally friendly. Don't be afraid to bug us. Moi Health and Wellness. Moi Health and Wellness is owned and operated by nurse practitioner Christine Murphy. We are an integrative wellness center offering medical weight loss, men's testosterone therapy, functional medicine consults and labs, vitamin therapy, Advadex laser skin resurfacing, Botox and dye sport, teeth whitening, and so much more. Moi Health and Wellness has 3 locations in Lakeville, Marshfield, and Plymouth. Road to Responsibility. Founded in 1988, Road to Responsibility's mission is to provide the means, the opportunity, and the support necessary to allow citizens with disabilities to take their place as productive members of the community. We are committed to providing all individuals with opportunities to truly live in the community. Through our services, we are proud to enrich and improve the lives of every individual, one person at a time.
And Biviano General Contracting. Biviano General Contracting is Marshfield's leading custom modular house builder. Modular house building saves time and money. Only 8 to 12 weeks for the entire build and saves up to 25% compared to traditional building. We also offer custom deck building, kitchen and bathroom remodels, additions, and house elevations. More information can be found at bivianocontracting.com.
People in the community tell us all the time, Marshfield Community Media is a hidden gem. While we love hearing that we're a gem, we don't love hearing that we're hidden. So let's talk about what we can offer you and this wonderful community. One of the biggest things we offer is training. We can train you on various forms of media such as camerawork, podcasting, editing, and so much more. The only thing we require is that you're a member of our studio, which for Marshfield residents is just $30 a year. And with that membership, you not only get access to training, but our entire arsenal of state-of-the-art equipment. We'll help you create the content you've been dreaming about. In addition to this, we also offer production services. Do you have a small business and want to film some promotions for your website or social media? We've got you covered. We've worked with businesses all over the South Shore to produce high-quality promotional material at an affordable rate. You probably already know this, but in case you don't, we provide high-quality coverage of important community events. This includes MHS Varsity Sports, municipal government meetings, important local news, and many other special community events and ceremonies. So if you'd like to know more about us, you can check out our website at marshfieldcommunitymedia.com or give us a call at 781-837-4384. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Robert E. Keuther Junior Gymnasium. We had an electrifying first half, to say the least. A lot of physicality, a lot of bodies hitting the floor, a lot of buckets. Owen, what'd you like so far?
Oh, the same thing as you, man. I mean, that's all the first half had to tell was just high-flying plays, a lot of energy, electricity. Obviously, a lot's on the line with Fish's 700th win, so the team is all riled up. So I think we just have to keep up the intensity, but also take some more smarter shots. We were taking some contested, like, ISO mid-range spinning shots, and let's pass the ball, get more open.
So you're saying get the ball moving more, run more of a flow offense.
Absolutely. So I think that's what we need to do better.
Could not agree more with that statement. So I think what I'm starting to realize is Silver Lake knows that Coach Fish sits at 699 wins.
Yep.
So I think their drive is to not let that happen against them.
Yeah,
it's like watching Penn State versus Boise the other day.
Absolutely.
Every single play, they had 8 people in the box. They're like, yo, we're not only going to beat you, your guy's not going to break Barry Sanders' rushing record against us either.
Exactly. Silver Lake feels like they have something to prove by stopping Marshall from doing something incredible.
So now we're going to have about 3 minutes now till the half starts. So, Owen, we talked about that. How can Silver Lake try to erase this deficit and try to get back on top? Because right now what we're seeing is Marshfield's beating them when it comes to getting their hands in the passing lane, deflections, fast break points. If Silver Lake wants to keep this a competitive game, because we saw Marshfield start to run away with it a little bit, but then they came right back in. How can they not avoid getting a lead built up on them?
Obviously, they're doing a good job getting steals, and I think that's holding Marshfield back from getting into a stride offensively. But Silver Lake has got nothing going offensively. There's been, charges. There's been blocks. There's been everything. Marshfield's really high intensity on defense, and I think that if they can spark something up on offense, then it would be a different game. So
I think the deciding factor here is we're going to have to see a lot more from Jake Brilliant.
Yep.
He's your 3-year varsity player.
Quiet.
He's your superstar, former league all-star.
He's been quiet.
Has a couple buckets, but I think
same thing with Matt Owen.
In close games like this, your best players have to show up.
Matt Owen needs to take some better shots.
And I think they will show up,
yeah.
Personally.
Definitely was spoken about in the locker room.
For sure. Because we saw Coach Fisher was very angry at some points.
We've seen some key role players come up in the first half. Drew Fortin, despite the technical on Will Devine, his contests were.
Drew Fortin's played incredible, if you ask me.
Obviously, Tucker Collins, my guy.
It's a lot of guys that you just need to do your job around here, and you'll get the job done.
You do. Dan Padden start off hot.
I think one key is you got to keep getting him the ball. If your two top guys, Elwood and Brilliant, aren't hitting shots, I think we got to put the ball in Dan Padden's hands.
Yeah, Dan Padden fizzled out.
Personally, I trust the kid. So now we're just under a minute, both teams in the huddles. We'll be right back starting soon. Before we start, top 3 NBA players of all time, go. Top 5, not top 3. Top 3 is too hard.
MJ, the 1. LeBron,
Yep.
at the 2. Ooh.
This is where it gets tough.
No, because there's so many routes you could go. There's been so many top 5s made ever. I mean, Curry is in the top 5. I'm telling you. That might throw some people
Curry's
off.
in your top 5. Hey,
Curry's
this is
in
your
my
list.
top 5.
This is your list. I can't complain.
I'm going to go Kareem and
Good pick.
Peyton Pritchard.
All right.
Wrap it up. Wrap it up.
I think your best pick was your last pick right there,
Peyton
personally.
Pritchard at the 5.
Because I've never seen a guy, when they're the first option, dominate like he does.
No. Buzzer beater machine.
And now we're back on. As Dormity's going to get the ball to start us off. Silver Lake's looking like to draw up a play here for Lofstrom. Now he's going to go over to Harrington. Harrington hands it off to Sullivan. Sullivan stiff arms Matt Elwood. Matt Elwood just eats that thing like it's an appetizer at a restaurant. But the shot by Lofstrom right there, nice and smooth right there on the lefty fade. Now Brilliant's got Harrington all over him. These two, I think, played AAU with each other, so this is always some good competition.
Some personal stuff.
Brilliant's going to beat him to the paint. Sends it out to Loria. Loria to Elwood. Elwood doesn't get a great catch, so can't put up the 3. Send it out to Feldman. Feldman runs into a brick wall right there.
Great defense.
That couldn't have felt good. Now Feldman's going to go. Pulls up the 3. Little short, but Brady Loria tries to save it. Runs into some students while he does it, but good effort from Loria. It's going to be a turnover. It's going to be Silver Lake ball. Lofstrom taken out.
That's the thing about Brady Loria, man. 110% every game.
Kid's
High
got
motor.
unlimited energy. I don't think I've ever
motor.
seen him tired.
No.
Like even last season, I don't think
He's
he ever
the kid
went.
who hits the deck the most.
I don't think he ever went to grab a water last year. I think he would just naturally recharge. So now spin by Lofstrom. Lostrom's going to take another one from the same spot, and he's going to make another one from the same spot also. So now Lostrom's on a little 4-0 run by himself. And Feldman's going to get it back over to Brilliant. Now Brilliant's going to go to Feldman. Feldman's going to go to the cup. Feldman avoids the charging, draws the block. Can't get the and 1, but he's going to go to the line to shoot 2. Good heads-up play from Noah Feldman right there. Stepping just around the defender so he doesn't make enough
been
contact
getting
to get the
scrappy
charge.
today. He wants to put up numbers on the Silver Lake squad.
For sure.
They've been disrespecting him.
Noah Feldman's second half last year, he didn't see as many minutes as he wanted. Now he's earned himself a starting role.
Absolutely.
Misses the first free throw there. I think one of the points right now that Fish is probably going to touch on is that Elwood and Brilliant didn't step in to high-five him right there on the free throw. It's the little things that win you the games. As Feldman goes over 2 at the line, but Loria collects. Now back out to Feldman. Feldman's going to pull back over to Elwood. Elwood gets him to fall for the fake. Lofstrom doesn't fall for Feldman's fake. Now they're going to call a foul on the floor there. I believe it's going to be on. That's going to be on Lofstrom. I believe that's going to be his first foul of the game.
You know, Marshall's trying to move the ball, but Silver Lake is doing a great job of getting out.
Now Marshall's going to set up a 4 across underneath, and Feldman's going to dive right to the cup. Missed the layup. Good contest from Curley. But Marshall gets another rebound. So now Patton's going to go to the bucket. Loses it, but it's going to stay Marshall ball. Fish telling Feldman to shake it off right there with the missed layup. You got to do the same thing. If your best players aren't making shots, you got to keep them encouraged, or else they're going to lose confidence. Patton, beautiful skip over to Matt Elwood.
Didn't look at Matt Elwood when he passed it again. He's his 4th of the year. He just doesn't.
Over to Elwood. Elwood's got the green light from everywhere. Pulls that one. That shot's no good. Brilliant gets another offensive rebound.
Offensive rebounding is
for being an under. That worked out perfectly. Yeah. Oh, but they're going to call Patton for the travel. That was very close to call. We had a bit of a screen up here. We couldn't really see that.
I couldn't see it.
That was very, very tight.
But that tip ball right to Patton worked out perfectly.
Marshall, for being such an undersized team, that was some great rebounding right there.
Absolutely, man.
But now Silver Lake finally gets the ball back as Dormandy's going to swing this over to Sullivan. Sullivan's going to use the screen from Curley. Loria blitzes that. Now they got the mismatch they want down low. And they're going to call a foul on Brady Loria on the floor. So, Owen, right now, I'm seeing a water bottle underneath the basket right there.
Yeah.
That's a safety hazard, if you ask me. You might want.
It is.
I think you'd want to get that out of the way.
I might run down there and grab it.
Drew Fortin's coming in to the game, replacing Brady Loria. Drew Fortin, a guy I would definitely want in the game right now. He's playing great.
He has been. He's been making the most of his role out there.
For sure.
His minutes.
Now Marshfield, I think they're in a zone now.
Oh, Jabril!
Jake Brilliant saves it, but passes it right to Sullivan. But Fortin said, no, thank you, not today. Now Feldman's going to go to the cup, scoops, and it rolls out. Noah Feldman can't get anything to fall right now. Jake Brilliant's going to jump right into Harrington and get the foul call.
Right up with it.
Noah Feldman right now. I don't even think this guy could bet anything. He's just not getting lucky at all.
Tries to scoop and score, just goes all the way around the rim and out.
Like if he bet LeBron James over 0.5 points, LeBron would probably get hurt on the first play.
Exactly, out for the season.
First shot for Brilliant. That one's good. Brilliant ends the little free throw drought. And now, as I was saying, the high fives to the guys in the backcourt were delivered there.
Made up for it right there.
Now Brilliant's getting blessings from the entire student section. That one's going to be a little short. Curley's going to come down with the rebound.
Free throws have been tough for both teams today.
Now Dormandy's going to walk this one up the floor. Send it over to Sullivan. Sullivan thought about the three. Now he's going to get into the paint. Switches to the left and scoops that one in. Now we have a tie game.
Not much else Jabril could do there.
Brilliant's going to drive into the paint, hangs in the air for a while, gets the foul called.
Something's clicking in Jabril's brain. Every single time someone goes up for a shot, everyone's still like sending hands in there. Just go up. Someone's going to hit you.
Kid's got to attack the rim. What can I say?
Someone's going to hit you.
Now we're going to have a timeout here. I believe timeout's going to be called by Silver Lake. So when we come back, Jake Brilliant will be at the line shooting 2. Don't go anywhere. I'll be right back after this word from our sponsor.
MCM coverage of MHS Sports is proudly presented by Repel Pest Solutions, Moi Health and Wellness, Road to Responsibility,
and Biviano General Contracting.
All right, welcome back to Marshfield High School in the Robert E. Keuther Jr. Gymnasium. Robert E. Keuther is still alive and well. My apologies. Shout out to Mr. Keuther. Now Jake Brilliant's going to be at the line shooting 2. Foul was called on number 33, Jake Lofstrom. That's his 3rd foul of the game, so now he has to be a little careful.
Absolutely.
He's been a pretty key factor for Silver Lake so far in the second half, so you don't want to lose him. But coach is keeping him out on the floor for now. From up here, it looks like he's wearing Air Maxes.
Oh, yeah.
First shot for Brilliant's good. Whole team's coming in to high-five him. It's going to put Marshall back in front, 31-30.
Oh, we got a ball game, folks. Only the 3rd quarter, but I can feel it. Physical game.
Brilliant doing his bounces. That one's good. Now Patton's going to take over guarding Dormandy. Dormandy been in control of the offense all night. Going to send this one over to Cam Carroll. Now over to Sullivan. Sullivan's going to hit him with the double between. Back over to Belzer. Sends it over to Lofstrom. Lofstrom drives in. Fortin dips his hand in the cookie jar. Tries to draw the jump, but instead he gets called for the foul. Dude, I'm loving Drew Fortin's shoes. What are those, KDs? They're nice and pink.
Bubblegum pink.
We all know Drew Fortin's got great shoe game.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. It's a great color.
So now Silver Lake trying to get it in. They finally get it into Carroll. Now Sullivan's going to be open. Pulls the 3, no hesitation. A little too much confidence on that one as he misses. Now Brilliant's going to spin out of the way. There. Sullivan touches earth. Patton going in, drives into the paint, sends it over to Elwood. Elwood pulls the 3. That one's a little short. Brilliant in there for the rebound.
It again. And one!
Jake Brilliant on the offensive glass and then puts it back in for the and one. What did I say during the halftime report? Jake Brilliant needs to come alive in the second half, and he's doing just that.
He's attacking the rim. I love it.
No more settling for 3s. We're not the Boston Celtics out here.
Nope. Grab the board, go right up.
Layup only costs you 2 cents. Now Brilliant trying to complete the and one. Getting blessings from the student section. That one's good.
Oh, yes.
Jake Brilliant goes on a nice little 5-0 run by himself to give Marshfield a 5-point lead. Now Harrington's going to come back into the game. Joining him is McClever.
As a leader of this team, I expect nothing less.
Now Belzer is going to inbound it, gets it into Dormandy. Dormandy going to try to get something going here for Silver Lake as he crosses over. Sends it to Harrington. Harrington fires that one. That one's a little short. Now more bodies are hitting the floor. Marshfield's got a 4-on-3. Feldman goes up for the layup. Bucket's good for Noah Feldman.
Junior connection.
Noah Feldman finally saw a layup go in. That's a good sign for him. Now sends it over to Dormandy. Dormandy to Belzer in the corner. Belzer waits for the defender to contest him. Interesting strategy. Misses the three. Now Feldman gets it to Elwood. Sends it over to Brilliant. Brilliant. He's not going to drop that. Kid plays football too. Now Patton goes baseline. Goes up.
No!
And it's not going to be an and one. It's going to be a charging foul, I believe.
Are you serious?
So the fans are quickly going to learn that I don't think that's going to count.
Matt Elwood telling Dan Patton, keep your head up. It's all right.
Great heads-up play by McClever to step in, but I don't think his feet were set. So Dan Patton's not going to get the and one, and Silver Lake's going to get the ball back.
Call, as am I.
They were not a fan of that one,
no.
I don't think. At least I don't think so. What do you think?
I definitely don't think.
Now Harrington's going to get it over to Dormandy. Back over to Harrington. Harrington's been quiet tonight too. So Silver Lake's going to need him to start putting some in the bucket, or at least assisting on some. Sends it over Belzer. Belzer to Carroll. Carroll puts it up. Good contest from Patton. Rebounds up in the air. It's going to go Marshfield's way.
Love that.
Now Elwood gets it into Fortin. He's pretty much uncovered. Now Fortin's just going to go by, driving left. Gets his jersey tugged, but I don't see a foul call. Beautiful bounce pass to Feldman, but Feldman leaves it short. And who else but Jake Brill? Jake Brilliant.
He's coming alive, Tyler.
Coming to get the offensive rebound yet again and gets another easy two. Kids activated takeover.
9-point lead.
Marshfield just went on a 9-0 run to give themselves a 9-0 lead. We'll be right back here for more third quarter action here on Marshfield Community Media.
MCM coverage of MHS Sports is proudly presented by Repel Pest Solutions, Moi Health and Wellness, Road to Responsibility,
and Biviano General Contracting.
And ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Marshfield High School in the Robert E. Keuther Gymnasium. Marshfield just went on fire and started a 9-0 run. Owen, what'd you like there from the Rams?
Jabril.
Yeah.
Jake Brilliant is what I like there from the Rams.
I
Getting offensive boards as the head of this team, going right up with it, drawing fouls left and right, 9-0 run. What else what do you not like about that,
I think
Tyler?
7 out of those 9 points were scored by Jabril.
What do you not
And the
like
other
about
2 were scored by Noah Feldman, who finished his layup drought. So shout out to Noah.
That's awesome.
Screen's going to come to Harrington. Harrington's going to get blitzed by both senior captains. Sends it over to the corner. Beautiful pass to Dormandy, but Dormandy can't finish the clip. And Brilliant's going to get shoved from behind. No foul call as Belzer's going to get the layup. Now Elwood's going to pass it up. Tight window to Feldman. Oh! But Noah Feldman cannot finish it.
Circus
Very
shot.
tight window there from Elwood. He tried it. Belzer's going to put up the 3 shots a little short. Curley comes in for the rebound. Dancing all over the place. Layup's good for Curley. Into Brilliant. Belzer's going to be on him. Now Belzer's going to back off. Brilliant's going to walk down the floor now. Oh. Now all of a sudden we have a 5-point game. Brilliant's going to put his head down, swing it out to Patton. Patton to that same spot he had an and one. Taken away from him. Patton gets his own rebound. Oh, but Patton tries to get it to Brilliant, but now he turns it over, but then he gets fouled. We've just had so many wild sequences tonight, it's hard to keep track. My brain's starting to hurt. But now I guess Dan Patton's going to be at the free throw line shooting too.
It's the normal at this point.
And now I think Mr. Battis has activated his takeover too.
Yes, Mr.
Trying
Battis
to get the student
is,
section to calm down just a
wildly
little
upset.
bit. Foul there was going to be on number 5. That's Bo Belzer. And now Tucker Collins is going to check into the game, replacing Noah Feldman. Now
Peyton
Marshfield
Pritchard
is going extra small right
Peyton
here.
Pritchard's in the game yet again. Shout out my mom. She loves Peyton Pritchard.
Right now we got about 3.5 guards in the game right now.
Yep.
And it looks like Collins took out the wrong person. So I don't think Noah Feldman was supposed to come out right there because he immediately went back into the game. So my guess is Patton's coming out. Shot's good for Patton. Patton goes 2 for 2, brings the lead back up to 7. So Noah Feldman gets to stay on the court. Shout out to him. Now Dormandy's going to get the ball. Tucker Collins all over him. Tucker Collins, a tenacious defender. Now Dormandy's going to retreat back. Now he's going to try and go into the paint. Tries to step through. Whoa. Nice little move right there.
Shimmy.
Can't finish. But Curley just goes up over the top of Drew Fortin to put that one in. And he was letting him know after. Before I start talking any trash, I take a look at the scoreboard before to see if it's worthy.
Yeah.
And right there, I don't think it was.
The kid doesn't have to leave the ground, though.
And again, Jake Brilliant with another bucket, getting him to 9 points this quarter. Dude, you see that thing underneath Jake Brilliant's feet right now? I think that's the takeover sign because kid's on fire.
Ooh.
Nice little athletic play from Dormandy to try to get the and one.
Didn't fall, though.
Not going to fall, but he's still going to get 2 shots. Waiting to see who the foul's on. That foul's going to be on Drew Fortin. So that's going to be Drew Fortin's second foul.
Jabril took a nap in the first quarter. The first half. He just woke up.
Brilliant's alive and well.
He woke up hungry.
And that one's off, so it looks like there's a 6th defender on the court right now.
Yeah, the student section.
Now here comes Brady Laurier replacing Drew Fortin.
Gritty shift by Drew Fortin.
Great minutes from Fortin. Now Dormandy's going to try and hit the second one here to bring the lead down, to bring the deficit down to 6. Shot by Dormandy's up, shot's good. 6-point game, Marshfield on top. Now Feldman's going to be the main ball handler. Has Carrazas on him. Now Laurier is going to have it with Curley all over him. Sends it over to Elwood. Elwood drives, gets into the paint, kicks it out to Brilliant. Brilliant thought about the 3, but we know what's been working for him. The kicks to Noah Feldman for 3. Bash! Noah Feldman from downtown brings the lead back up to 9 for Marshfield with 1 minute to go in the third quarter. Now Dormandy's going to get in the paint. Throws up another wild layup. We're going to get a foul after the shot right there. I think foul is going to be on either Collins or Laurier. I think foul is going to be on Tucker Collins. Oh, no, foul is going to be on Brady Laurier. And now Logan Harrington's coming to check back in also. Very interesting chirps I'm hearing tonight. I've never heard that one before.
Yeah,
You're
me
a plumber?
neither, but you're a flopper.
Oh, a flopper. Oh, okay.
Plumber would be a little strange.
Yeah, plumber would be a little strange. So now Curley's going to be at the line. 6'8" freshman.
Can he make free throws?
Freshman's first shot is up. Not good. I believe that's, I think I want to say 7 missed free throws now for Silver Lake.
Yeah,
I might be wrong.
You're in fact correct.
That is correct? Okay.
That's correct.
So now Will Devine's going to come back into the game after receiving a technical foul in the first half. Hopefully that doesn't affect him too much. Bounces it into Jabril. Now Jake Brilliant has his buddy Harrington on him. They're not friends tonight, though. Gets away with a carry right there. The Silver Lake parents didn't like that. Now Feldman loses his man in the air, goes to the paint, gets fouled. Good take from Noah Feldman. Noah Feldman going to try and get this lead to double digits.
Silver Lake parents are very animated.
They are very animated, but, you know, sometimes the cookie doesn't crumble your way.
It's the love for the game, you know.
It is the love for the game. Now Noah Feldman at the line with 2 shots, looking to get this lead up to double digits. First one's up for Feldman, shot's good.
I also just happened to witness after that first free throw, Mr. Devine just chugged a water in maybe 1.5 seconds.
Mr. Devine, that guy's one of the most electric parents in the town.
Cracked it open and just 1 sip, all gone.
Second shot for Feldman's no good, but Mr. Devine's son gets the rebound, but he gets that sent back to his house, that shot sent back to his house. Now Brilliant's going to drive in, gets it poked from behind. Now sends it over to Feldman with Curley on him, the big man. Sends it over to Collins. Devine is trying to get open down in the paint, can't.
Good pass.
Elwood into Devine. Devine over to Feldman. Devine left wide open. Gets his man in the air, puts up the floater. Floater's no good.
Jabril,
but Jake Brilliant is there on the offensive glass yet again. Now Jake Brilliant's trying to get his team to slow down, get a good shot here with the shot clock turned off. They're going to get it to no one else but Brilliant. Brilliant's going to let this wind down to 10. He wants the last shot. I think he just switches pivot feet. Everyone's going to give him a clock. Brilliant's going to go, get into the paint, sends it out to Devine. Devine puts it up at the buzzer. Shot's a little short. So
Great
wild final possession right there for Marshfield
to
end the third quarter. Marshfield's going to be on top by 9, with your score being 47-38, Marshfield. One more quarter to go, folks, before Bob Fisher could have that illustrious 700th career win. Don't go anywhere. We will be right back on Marshfield Community Media.
MCM coverage of MHS Sports is proudly presented by Repel Pest Solutions, Moi Health and Wellness, Road to Responsibility,
and Biviano General Contracting.
Over the past 15 years, MCM has supported the Marshfield community through its mission in connecting the community. As successful as MCM has been, there is a significant challenge facing MCM that will dramatically impact the Marshfield community. Just like almost all community media centers, over 90% of MCM's funding comes from Comcast and Verizon's cable licenses with the town of Marshfield. MCM receives a small percentage of that cable revenue. With technology changing and people changing the way that they consume media, many people have decided to abandon cable television for streaming platforms. 2021 to 2022 saw the greatest one-year decline in cable subscriptions in Massachusetts at 10%. Marshfield isn't immune to this, and over the next several years, we expect to see at least a 20% decrease in our funding due to the decline in cable subscribers in Marshfield. It means saying goodbye to members of the MCM staff, not making important upgrades.
Most entertaining game we've called so far this season. What are you liking so far?
Oh, dude, I mean, this is back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and I've said it, I've harped this string so many times. Jabril has come alive. It's so electric to see. Right here.
There he goes again. Gets the blocking foul there. He's going to go back to the line.
I like the way we attack the rim in the third quarter.
I got a little dizzy there from all your back and forth, but it pretty much describes this game perfectly.
Back and forth, back and forth. I like the way we attack the rim. That's probably my favorite thing so far of the second half. Offensive rebounds have been great, and I've also noticed whiteout theme in the crowd. Cole Blankenship is wearing a bright red sweatshirt.
Yeah.
He is supporting Silver Lake.
Wow. Never thought I'd see that, but
no.
Oh well.
Sticks out like a sore thumb.
Yeah. A real sore thumb too.
Yeah, yeah.
And Brilliant gets this lead up to 11, going 2 for 2 at the line yet again. I want to say Brilliant's point counter just for the second half is up to 13, I think.
Around there.
Definitely
around
11 or 13, something like that. Now Devine's going to get all up
wide
in
open.
Borgenson's face. Borgenson
Another great contest from Will Devine.
To Harrington.
Almost
Harrington
ran
a
out
little
the
mad
gym.
about something there. I don't know what he was mad about. Now Silver Lake trying to recollect. And Brilliant's going to cut into the paint on Borgenson. Now he's going to send out to Collins. Ball's flying everywhere. Collins trying to do something. Now he puts it on the ground, goes to the paint.
Good pass.
Sends it into Devine. Devine travels right there. So little miscommunication there by Marshfield. Devine turns it over. Now
Dan Padden's in the game.
Now Dan Padden's second back into the game. This is the closing time lineup, if you ask me.
Closing.
You could rotate the big man if you want, but this is the 5 that I'd have out there. As Belzer puts up the layup, too strong on that one. Saw Will Devine and he got scared.
Devine's too big.
Brilliant, no hesitation, pulls up. That one's off. Now Borgenson's going to collect, but he's going to get blitzed by Feldman and Devine. But they're going to call the foul right there. Questionable call right there. It looked like their hands were in the air and waving them like they just don't care.
Absolutely.
But Silver Lake's going to have the ball. Foul's going to get called on Will Devine. He's going to come out for Drew Fortin. Fortin having an amazing game, if you ask me.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
The ball's going to go into Harrington. Harrington wants his ISO on Brilliant. Brilliant is not going to get shaken.
Been a big difference maker today.
Now Harrington trying to get open, but he stumbles. Fish wanted to travel, but Harrington did a good job of keeping his pivot foot planted. Now Lostrom's going to take the shot. Shot's no good. Feldman tries to collect, but he loses it. So Silver Lake's going to keep the ball underneath. Mike Brilliant wanted a foul call right there. Shout out to Mike Brilliant, father of Jake Brilliant. Now Lofstrom's going to try to get the ball in, sends it into Sullivan. Sullivan saw a hand down, man down. but the shot wasn't going to go down. Unfortunate. And now you guys can hear what happened there.
Yep.
Now Brilliant's going to set up the offense. Him and Elwood play a nice little game of catch. Over to Feldman. Feldman puts up the 3. This one's off. But who else on the offensive glass but Jake Brilliant? Now he tries to get into Feldman. Feldman can't hang on to that one.
Offensive boards are crazy by Jake Brilliant.
Lofstrom puts up the 3. That one's another air ball. It looks like they're throwing a birthday party with all this air. They're just trying to fill up some balloons, I think. Now over to Patton. Patton over to Brilliant.
Fish is basically
Fish is
right
the 6th man on the court right now. Yeah. Now Brilliant going to walk into the paint, draws the foul. Believe that one's going to be on the ground. So Jake Brilliant's going to take this one out underneath. So Silver Lake's going to get back into that 2-3 zone. Harrington is visibly frustrated with this team right now. Elwood thought about the 3, doesn't take it. Sends it over to Brilliant. Brilliant trying to figure out what to do against the zone. Over to Fortin. Fortin left wide open.
He's hot.
That shot is off. Patton tries to save that one, but Sullivan gets it. Now he sends it over to Dormandy. Dormandy walking in. Jabs. Sends it back out to Sullivan. That was Borgensen. Now Dormandy's going to walk into the paint. Layup finally goes for Dormandy. I was kind of hoping the kid made one sooner than later.
I mean, that...
Because kid's been attacking the rim all night. Just hasn't been getting lucky. He finally got one to fall.
I don't know what was going on there.
Lead down to 9 for Marshfield. Brilliant's going to walk into the paint. Tries to make it double digits.
Oh, yeah.
And he does.
Too little. Hits him with
and
the
he hit
too
him
little.
with the too small. I don't know if you saw that. Hit it from the ref pretty well so he didn't get teed up. Well, we saw that from up here.
And Fish.
So timeout on the floor going to be called by Silver Lake. Don't go anywhere. We will be right back after this word from our sponsor on Marshfield Community Media.
MCM coverage of MHS Sports is proudly presented by Repel Pest Solutions, Moi Health and Wellness, Road to Responsibility,
and Biviano General Contracting.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Marshfield High School. Marshfield currently has a 51-40 lead with 5 minutes left in the game, and that means we are potentially 5 minutes away from win number 700 for Coach Bob Fisher. Will he do it, yes or no? That's the question we're going to need to find out in 5 minutes on.
I have a good feeling.
So now Silver Lake's going to inbound the ball. They get it in to number 21. That's Coco Moda back into the game. Last we saw him was in the second quarter.
Coco Moda, that's an incredible last name. I love that last name.
Now the ball comes back up to Dormandy at the top of the key. Trying to get something going, sends it over to Lofstrom. Lofstrom's had a nice little game, getting some buckets. Shot goes up by Borgensen, shot's no good. Feldman comes down with it, gives it over to Patton. Now Patton's gonna bring the ball up the floor. You heard who Fish wants the ball to go to. Patton gets the ball poked. Or he didn't get the ball poked. I guess he just lost. I guess the ball went backwards off Patton, I guess. Don't really know how that one works. That might have defied the laws of physics.
Could have.
It's going to be a backcourt violation. It's gonna
I
be
don't know how the ball
ball.
just projectiles backwards.
Fish is not happy with that one. It's a very stressful game for 700.
It is.
Now ball's going to come into Dormandy.
Double-digit lead, 4.5 minutes to go in the ball game.
Silver Lake setting up a box set here. It looks like they send it over to the wing to McClever. McClever wanted to shoot it, but he had a hand in his face. Now they send it up to Moda at the top of the key. Back over to McClever. McClever drives into the paint. Hooks. Shots up by Borgensen. Shot just took a little too long to get up. And Noah Feldman comes away with it. Dunk it. Doesn't dunk it. Takes the layup to be safe. Good play by Noah Feldman. Gets us free 2 points. Now Patton is going to be left alone on an island with Dormandy. Now Harrington's going to get in the paint. Brilliant tries to block it. Harrington gets another shot to fall. I think that was probably his second basket of the game.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
Keeping him quiet.
Marshall's keeping the
great
superstars
defense.
quiet. Yeah, that's what Fish does. Elwood takes a nice little leader.
Love
that one's good.
I love that. Find your spot, Elwood.
If you need a kid to hit a tough shot, Matt Elwood's the guy to go to.
Absolutely.
Ball gets handed off now. Brilliant wanted to get it to Patton, but Patton slipped. So now Brilliant's going to do it himself. Sends it over to Feldman. Feldman gets an easy layup.
Feldman
There's
is
another
so
two.
good at basketball.
Lead goes up to 15 for Marshfield, score being 57-42.
He's so good at basketball.
Now Dormandy's going to walk down the floor as Fish is getting ready to put in Luke Richardson. And Cam Carroll's getting ready to check in for Silver Lake as well. Now ball's going to go to Harrington. Harrington is getting a screen from Borgensen. Now he's going to split the screen, go down the middle. Floater's good.
That was a pretty float.
Now, Drew Fortin, what a pass to Noah Feldman.
Oh.
Noah Feldman tries to get it through the air. Might have wanted to bounce past that one there to get it into Patton.
Fortin comes out the game for Luke Richardson.
Yep, so Fortin's going to hit the bench. Luke Richardson's going to come in to close the game out. A little bit under 3 minutes to go here. Marshfield's going to have the ball underneath. One more basket should seal it, but you never know in games like this. Feldman goes to the rack, and one! Noah Feldman trying to put this game on ice with the and one. What a play.
Bumps the lead to 15 with 2 minutes and 53 seconds left to go in the fourth period. Quarter. Whatever.
What a play from Noah Feldman. I think the kid actually has lightning coursing through his veins right now.
He sure does.
He's just playing so electric. Shot's going to go up for Feldman. That one's not good.
Good tip by Luke Richardson.
If I had one guess for next practice, Marshall's going to be shooting a lot of free throws. Elwood's going to try to send that one into Patton. No good. Don't jump with Feldman. Feldman said no. But Moto's right there for the rebound.
Second chance point.
And he knocks it back. That could be a delay of game. Now Brilliant's going to get it into Richardson. Richardson's going to get it to his point guard, Elwood. Now he's going to get the ball right back. Now Richardson's just going to try to get into the paint, sends it over to Feldman. Feldman puts up the three. That one's no good. But Richardson's fighting on the offensive glass, gets it into Elwood.
Oh, yeah.
Elwood throws it up in the air.
Feldman, down Beckham.
Now what's going to happen? Over to Brilliant. Brilliant gets a five. Brilliant puts up the three. Got it!
Wayne style.
Jake Brilliant put up the three.
Wayne style, baby. Let's go.
Jake Brilliant could have potentially just sealed this game with the three-pointer. As Fish calls a timeout after the three. Don't go anywhere. We will be right back here on Marshfield Community Media.
MCM coverage of MHS Sports is proudly presented by Repel Pest Solutions, Moi Health and Wellness, Road to Responsibility,
and Biviano General Contracting.
Gentlemen, welcome back to Marshfield High School. As Jake Brilliant might have just put the nail in the coffin here at Marshfield High. And now the balloons are out. We see them over there across the court by our good friend Will Nicholson, the 700, celebrating Coach Fish's 700th win. Now it's looking like Silver Lake's throwing in the towel, as we have a bunch of players we haven't seen yet in this game into the game. Marshfield's going to keep their starters out there. And now they're just going to let the time wind down. As Patton gets the steal, Patton's going to go get another layup. Patton brings the lead up to 18.
Just the cherry on top.
Now it's looking like they're just going to let time wind down here. As
they're
Brilliant
still
gets
playing
another
hard.
steal. Brilliant just trying to add to his stat sheet. Doesn't get the and one. He's mad about that. But he's going to go to the line for 2 shots. So now Jake Brilliant is going to have 2 shots here at the free throw line. First one's good for Jake Brilliant. And now Marshfield's starting to clear the bench. Here comes Jamison Mongelotti and Jack Stevens, replacing Matt Elwood and Dan Patton, as Evan Zielinski's going to get ready to check into the game next. And Brody
Easy
Hessian.
money's coming in.
Brody Hessian's going to check into the game as well, replacing Noah Feldman. Now Brilliant going to put up the second free throw. That one's short, can't get the lead to 20. Jack Stevens tries to get the rebound. Now Charlie Olsen's going to walk the ball up for Silver Lake. Sends it out to Frankie Cuozo. Now right there on the wing, that is Jason Belmore. Belmore's trapped, gets it inside. Shot goes up by Olsen, shot's no good. Brilliant collects the rebound. Now Brilliant's going to get the ball up to Hessian. Hessian's going to step inside, gets it over to Stevens, over to Richardson. Richardson pulls up the three. That one's a little long. Bongelati lets it go out of bounds.
Easy money. Here he is. Keep an eye on number 14, folks.
Now Jake Brilliant gets a big hug from Coach Fish as Jake Brilliant just played a key role in Coach Fish's 700th win.
Absolutely. He sealed the deal, really.
Now the crowd's cheering for Evan Zielinski. It's looking like they're going to try and get him a shot when we come back here. No. Looking like they're just going to let the clock wind down now. Ball goes out to Olsen. Olsen pulls the three. That one's no good. Brody Hessian collects the rebound, gets it over to Jack Stevens.
Give it a easy.
Now they're going to get it over to Bongelati. Bongelati trying to get his first varsity points. Shot's no good, but he gets the offensive rebound. He might have traveled right there, but it's fine. Hessian pulls the three. That's no good. Bongelati tries to crash again. Now Zielinski's going to pick up Olsen full court. Gets it over to Belmore. Now it's looking like Silver Lake's going to try and get one more shot here. That's Jayton Woods. Gets it back over to Belmore. Belmore puts up the mid-range. No good. Jack Stevens collects. And now it's looking like Marshfield is going to let the time wind out here. What a game for Marshfield to celebrate Fish. Coach Fish, legendary career, legendary milestone tonight.
Incredible win.
With win number 700.
That's just awesome.
As the team's on the court to congratulate him. What a moment for Fish. What a moment for this team. I have goosebumps right now being a former player.
That's awesome.
Can't do anything else but clap.
Oh, yeah.
Looking like they're getting their photo for the Patriot Ledger right now. Your final score is going to be Marshfield 65, Silver Lake 46. In what was a very entertaining game at the beginning.
So
and then turned into a blowout towards the very end. Great effort by everyone on Marshfield. Jake Brilliant answered the phone when I called him. We needed him to step up, had a huge
and he hit a cold-blooded three.
I'm guessing Kid must have had 20 points minimum.
Had to.
So now the court's going to fill with students. As if you're Coach Fish right now, this has got to be an amazing feeling, right?
Bittersweet. You love it.
Like they got you balloons. I see a cake over there on the table, I think.
A cake. Who doesn't want cake?
I
want
think
cake.
He wants cake.
He probably doesn't, but I'll eat it.
Your final score going to be 65-46 Marshfield. Thank you for joining us on Marshfield Community Media. I'm Tyler Pinheiro. Joined with me was Owen McCall on color and Sam Horton on the camera. We'll see you guys next week for our next game, live from Marshfield High. Thank you for listening. Good night.
MCM coverage of MHS Sports is proudly presented by Repel Pest Solutions. Repel Pest Solutions is a full-service pest control company protecting residential and commercial properties from nuisance pests that carry germs and diseases. They are a small, family-run business from Marshfield, licensed, insured, competitively priced. We work to understand your needs and offer an integrated pest solution that's environmentally friendly. Don't be afraid to bug us. Moi Health and Wellness. Moi Health and Wellness is owned and operated by nurse practitioner Christine Murphy. We are an integrative wellness center offering medical weight loss, men's testosterone therapy, functional medicine consults and labs, vitamin therapy, Advadex laser skin resurfacing, Botox and dye sport, teeth whitening, and so much more. Moi Health and Wellness has 3 locations in Lakeville, Marshfield, and Plymouth. Road to Responsibility. Founded in 1988, Road to Responsibility's mission is to provide the means, the opportunity, and the support necessary to allow citizens with disabilities to take their place as productive members of the community. We are committed to providing all individuals with opportunities to truly live in the community. Through our services, we are proud to enrich and improve the lives of every individual, one person at a time.
And Biviano General Contracting. Biviano General Contracting is Marshfield's leading custom modular house builder. Modular house building saves time and money. Only 8 to 12 weeks for the entire build and saves up to 25% compared to traditional building. We also offer custom deck building, kitchen and bathroom remodels, additions, and house elevations. More information can be found at bivianocontracting.com.